Hi guys, start of another one. I just thought I'd share this with you as you know, I get a lot of this with my customers, and I enjoy this type of stuff, but sometimes it tickles me. I have an order come in for a sheath that a customer wants, and when they send the orders, I'll get a lot of orders like this with the dimensions, and I really do enjoy doing this stuff, but sometimes it's hard for people to understand with leather. It's not like working with steel. It's quite difficult, so you know, I've done the template and stuff. I've done one of these, but I just thought I'd share this with you. I'll try and bring you along for this one. I just love how people that are like me are so intricate with their dimensions and stuff, even with their leather work as well as the knife to go with it. You know, everything, you know, even to this little bit up here, having that, you know, exact dimension there. I mean, don't always work out like this with leather, but I'll try and get as close as possible. I thought I'd share that with you anyway. I love these type of commissions where you have to work to tolerances and stuff. They're great. It's the same with the knives. That's why I wanted to get into the knives. I love it. You know, a customer will send an order and they'll say, well, you know, I want it this, and you know, I'd like it this side. And you can work to them tolerances. It real appeals to me, that stuff. It's the same with that big bag I've got to do. You know, he wants it a certain size, blah blah blah. And yeah. Anyway, so I've just done the template for that. I should have brought you along, but you know what it's like when you get cracking, and hopefully there's no belt loop with this one. This is the baldric carry that I mentioned to you. This will be worn under the, it's a great way of carrying your knives. This will be worn under the under your armpit and be drawn like that. You know, when I go to the bushcrafting meets that I go to once a month, these are fantastic. It's, you know, when you sit down and you get up, it's an, you know, for bushcrafters, like the leather seats that I make for the bushcrafters. You know, that when you sat round the campfire, they're a great tool. I had an order coming for one of those as well, and maybe I'll try and bring you along with those. I have to watch what I'm doing though, guys, because if I'm honest, the missus has gone mad. She said, Lee, you know, you've spent, you know, this is my bread and butter, and she said, Lee, you know, you've spent years honing your skills and getting everything. Why on earth are you sharing all this, you know, with everybody else? You know, you could do yourself out of. I don't see it this way, but I can understand where she's coming from. There's certain things, you know, that maybe I should keep to myself. There's little things I do, and you know, that just makes me stand a little bit apart from the rest, you know, with the fit and finish and getting things, you know, I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't. But you know, it's not going to stop me, even though she's whinging, you know, about sharing this stuff with you and that. But I suppose there's some bits, you know, I sort of hear what she's saying, but you know, I'll always share as much as I can, and if people, you know, need help with certain stuff, it's just in my nature. It's the way I am to do that kind of stuff. You know, I think if we all did that, wouldn't the world be a much greater place? That's why I really want to Sandy a lot, and to Scott, Dell, you know, all the rest of them that share these things. You know, really helpful, and you know, you guys, it's great. I've had a lot of people copy a lot of my stuff as well over time, and you know, that can get you down sometimes too, you know, and you've spent a long time designing something, and the next minute, you know, somebody's churning them out. But I suppose that's the beast, and without copyrights and stuff like that, you're knackered really. But anyway, that's me doing a bit of a ramble, and yeah, try and bring you along for this, and you know, even if I do it with a bit of music as I'm working along with it and stuff. Or okay guys, I'll be finishing this one off in a bit, and I'll do a little bit more filming with the stitching and stuff, and I'll put that one up as a, you know, sort of start to finish type of thing. Take care for now, Lee. yeah. Hi guys, when this is dried, it'll have like a stripey, what I call my tiger dye, which it'll have like it's still drying, I've only literally just done it, so it'll have, this is one technique that I use for dyeing sheaths. This customer specifically asked for this way that I dye these, and when this is all dry you'll see what I mean, it'll have nice tiger stripes, it'll look really pretty. This is for this baldric carry. I have to say, to get these holes this neat and this tidy took me, you know, a lot of practice to get these that neat, because you know these are not just done with a punch, you know, I have to punch these out with a hole punch and then cut them, and to get all these three to marry and be perfectly as one, it takes a lot of measuring and a lot of time. I mean, if you can get a punch and punch it all the way through with a little arbor press or something, I mean these things wouldn't be that difficult, but it's not easy to get these really neat. You tend to find, I'll see with some of the other leathersmiths where they're doing, you know, they're all wiggly, or one bit's a bit fat, one bit's a bit thin, and as I showed you with that specific customer, you know, you could just tell by his dimensions and stuff, you know, he wants this neat, and maybe that's why they come to me for this stuff, I don't know. Anyway, this is another part of the process. We'll be gluing this up soon, and we'll stitch it up. That's another one out the door. It's on to the next one. Take care guys, Lee. Hi guys, just thought I'd show you this. This is the kind of, hope you can see this. See if I can zoom out a bit. Oh. The type of finish when you're burnishing your edges. There you go, can you see the shine? There we go. That's the type of burnish you want to be looking for. You know, some people don't know when to stop or when it's enough, or have I not done enough? Because burnishing is a very big part of leatherwork, and I know it's time consuming. Makes the world a difference to your end product. You know, it shows you've put time, care and attention to detailing your work, and that's how you want your edges to be looking. Very slick. It means you've produced enough heat and you've binded those fibres together, and that's how your edges should be. So if you're starting out, or or if you're not, and you know, how far do I go with my edges? What should they be like? What are customers looking for? If you're going to be selling your goods, that's what you want to be seeing. You want to be seeing all your edges like that, like glass, very smooth, very burnished. What happens over time, this happens naturally over the time, so what you're doing is you're forcing this process so that it doesn't take years. Eventually this will just get better. You know, eventually leather goods get a natural burnish on their edges anyway when they're used enough. So you're forcing this on anyway, and you know, it just makes your items look a lot more professional and a lot neater. Okay. So guys, this one's finished. I thought I'd share this with you. As you can see that, I think with the camera, that striped effect, that tiger stripe effect that I do with some of the sheaths that the customer asked for. It's the knife. It's not very often I'm really happy with my work, to be honest. The OCD don't help with that, but there we go. Well, this one's turned out great. I'm quite chuffed with this. It's he'll be very happy, I hope, and hope you like it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the journey through it again, and all the dimensions, what he wanted, the amount sticking out is bang on. The amount from here to here is to the mill, which weren't easy. The most thing with these type of sheaths, to be honest, to get perfectly is this, and it's not easy by any stretch of the imagination to get it that neat. I'll tell you now, it's you know, they always end up higgledy-piggledy, but and to get the inside to marry, if you can go through as one with a machine and punch that out, then it's not a problem. To cut these three pieces out and to get them to marry and to be equal, which he wanted, that dimension all the way along, and the 50mm length and the 5mm in there, to get that all neat, it's not easy. I know sometimes maybe when people are watching it might, you know, might make it look a little bit easy, but I can assure you, you have a go, it's not. Some of these things look so simple to do until you try. You know, these are hard to achieve. To get them looking neat. Chamfered all the edges, and anyway, I thought I'd share that one with you as it's all finished. As always, if you'd like to see the pictures of these, one of the reasons why I say about going to my album is I've not quite figured out yet how to add pictures to the end of my videos. When I sort that out, it won't be so much a problem. It's just not, sometimes it's nice to see them like this, but you can't, you know, when I take the pictures out in natural light and stuff, you can get to see a bit more, you know, in detail of the sheath, I think, than the video. You know, when it's out and it's setting too, because this needs to be outside doing what it does best, you know, skinning animals and being out in the woods and stuff. So when you see this on a nice stump, or, you know, on some foliage and stuff, I think that's when the sheath looks its best in its environment it should be in. So as always, the retention, very happy. There's that noise I'm always on about. You know, this is a friction fit too, it's not moulded, as I explained in one of my other videos. There's that noise again that you want to be looking for. Hear it? I think you heard it a bit more then. You just love that sound of leather when it's done right. Okay, anyway guys, that's another one for you. Hope you like it. Any questions or anything like that, as always, I'm always here to help. Hope you've been enjoying the videos. Take care of you all. Thanks for the subscriptions just lately, and you know, the kind words, they do mean the world to me, and you know, as long as I can just help one person out, that's what it's all about. Take care. Bye for now, Lee.